What's going on, y'all? BlueFalcon here. You read the title. You saw the thumbnail. So pretty much a year ago, Will Smith gave Chris Rock a smack.
Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
Heard all around the world. And since then, Will Smith has pretty much been the butt of every joke and highly regarded as perhaps the biggest simp
Beta male.
that was ever known to mankind, right? Now, Chris Rock has finally since then responded to Will Smith. But I want to use this as a teaching tool. So stay tuned to the very end because I guarantee I'm going to give you some life-changing information that will teach you how to avoid being a simp. So that you can avoid being the next Will Smith. But before that, let's see what Chris Rock had to say.
But love will make you do crazy things.
Love will make you do crazy things.
You a simp!
I have rooted for Will Smith my whole life. I root for this motherfucker, okay? And now I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped.
Chris Rock took aim at Will Smith during his Netflix comedy special on Saturday, 1 year after the actor slapped him at the Oscars.
He needs some milk.
No, Will Smith, the real problem with Will Smith.
Well, I know. Well, you know the real problems.
Yeah, the real problem with Will Smith is that he is extremely frustrated that he's become a laughingstock, and really who he wants to slap is his wife.
Yeah, he'd love to slap her wife.
He'd love to beat her up.
Slap that bald head. Nice big handprint on top.
Stop sucking him off! Around the top of her bald ass head. I got more hair than her. But he can't. Woo! But he can't.
Woo!
He can't. I just made an alopecia joke. Ooh! Oh, Andrew made fun of alopecia. Boo-hoo! Come do something. Come do something. I ain't afraid of none of you.
I want the blood clot.
We all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. It's like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's. How did that make you feel? She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? Okay? And by the way, he does that. Everybody in the world called him a bitch. I tried to call the motherfucker, give him my condolences. He ain't pick up for me. Everybody called that man a bitch. Charlemagne called him a bitch. The Breakfast Club called him a bitch. Everybody. And who's he hit? Me. A he know he could beat. That is some bitch.
Now, I would just like to say this first and foremost, that I believe personally that Chris Rock did an awesome job in responding to Will Smith. I mean, without even touching Will Smith, he pretty much made a damn fool out of him. And rightfully so. I mean, how, as a man, are you going to smack another man in front of the entire world, for the whole world to see? So, this is one lesson. Don't ever smack a comedian because you're going to get roasted, all right? You're going to get roasted. So, kudos to Chris Rock for this. But let's actually get to the real lesson, right? How not to be a simp. Please pay attention because I guarantee you this is going to change your life, you guys. All right, fundamentally, there are two major mindsets that every individual can have. All right, so you women, you can learn from this too. But especially for the men, you have to learn these two mindsets. I guarantee you. So the first mindset is a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset, just as the name suggests, pretty much you are viewing something or someone as something that is scarce. And as a result, you put so much value on that something or someone. I'll give you a perfect example, right? If you lost a penny, are you gonna lose your shit for losing a penny? Nah, right? You could literally probably rob somebody from his penny right in front of his face, and they probably wouldn't care. Why? Because pennies are a dime a dozen. No pun, intended, right? But it's so abundant. Nobody cares if they lose a penny, right? On the other hand, if you lost a gold coin, would you lose your shit? Now, some of you are probably so ignorant, you probably don't even know how much a gold coin is worth, but it's worth over $1,000, right? So would you want to lose $1,000? Hell no, right? Why? Gold, in comparison to a penny, is very scarce. So naturally, as mankind, what we do is we put value on things that is limited in resource, if it's scarce. So it's like finding a jewel. Even in the Bible, it says like finding the kingdom of God, right? It's like a man that finds a precious jewel. And when he finds it, he hides it, right? Because it's rare. It's right? Not everybody's gonna just make it, right? Many are called, few are chosen. But anyway, not everybody's gonna make it into heaven, right? Or make it to the kingdom. So you have to understand, when things are scarce, it is going to bring up the value of that thing. Now, why is this important to understand? This is important because what happens in the mindset of the simp is that they view that woman as a scarce thing. And because that woman in the eyes of that man is scarce, he puts so much value in that woman. Bear in mind that if that woman was gone tomorrow, there's a billion, literally billions of other women out there in this world, right? 3.5, if not more, women in this world. But he put so much value in that one woman, and therefore that's when you begin becoming a simp. And what's the problem with that? The problem happens because naturally, when you put so much value in that thing, you will forego a lot of your morals. You will endure the craziest conditions just to be able to keep that one thing. In this case, that woman. That woman could talk to you any old way. She could probably cheat as she please. Probably could do whatever the hell she want. Probably never ever listen to you. She could do whatever the hell she want, and that man would never be able to check her. Never be able to check her. Why? Because he's afraid of losing her. She has become that gold coin. Do you see the problem here? Do you see the problem here? And so much, and this is not only in the realm of relationships. I start off with relationships because many of you love romance. But truth be told, this simp mentality can happen in every aspect of your life. It happens even at the job. It happens even with so-called friends, right? If you don't have enough self-worth, right? Your friends, quote-unquote friends, they could say whatever the hell they want to you. They could, those quote-unquote friends that speak behind your back, those quote-unquote friends that speak even in your face to other people, you get what I'm saying? And they don't care how you look in the eyes of other people, but they do it all in the name of a joke. Oh, I was just kidding, right? And you, because you a simp, you're gonna just endure it. You're gonna keep your mouth shut, right? Because you think they're the only friends you got, or the only friends you're able to get, and you're wrong. People in general. And matter of fact, let me touch on the aspect of the job, because many people I see it all the time. You are enduring the craziest things from your boss. Your boss can say whatever the hell they want to you. They could treat you any old way. They could pay you, like trash. And you, because I need this job. I need this job. This is the only job I could get. So you endure the craziest conditions. And because when people see that, they automatically know, oh, this person's a simp. I could get one over this guy, he or she, right? Because you're a simp. You don't have no self-worth. You're naive. And and some of you may feel offended to hear this stuff, but it's truth. And this is what you got to fundamentally understand. When you have enough worth, which goes into my second mindset. The first being a scarcity mindset. The second is abundance mindset. Abundance mindset. The abundance mindset tells somebody, well, nah, you're not the only person that I can get. Right? This is not the only job I can get. You're not the only friends I can get. You see, and fundamentally, why is that so important? Because as a man thinketh, so is he. Right? So if you already put in your mind that, hey, I can get whatever the hell I want. Do you know how powerful it is to even have that mindset? You're not going to put up with any old trash, aka Will Smith being dogged out by his wife, Jada, for the whole world to see. You're not going to put up with those crazy conditions. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you an example. Hey, I want y'all to witness something real quick. You don't have to come in the camera. Just stay right here, all right? Say shalom for the people.
Shalom.
All right? I want y'all to hear something. Who I am to you.
My master.
Do you hear that? And I'm not doing it's, oh, my, how can you treat us such a way? Look, am I treating you? Am I harming you?
No.
Do I love you?
Yes.
You hear it for yourself, right? She's not under duress. Now, let me ask you something. As much as I love you, do you think I'm afraid to lose you?
No.
Say it loud. Say again.
Definitely not.
Thank you very much. Go ahead. Do you hear that? And I want y'all to understand this. You see, some of you are so afraid to just be able to speak to your woman. And therefore, the simp mindset. You're afraid to check women if they do the craziest things. You won't say a damn thing. But me, I understand first and foremost that I can get another woman. I can always get this. Like I said, 3.5 billion other women in this world. So why is this so important? This is the kicker. There is nothing in this life that is as scarce as you may think. I want you to really pay attention to this. There is nothing in this life that is as scarce as you may think. But I'm going to tell you the one thing that is scarce. You see, because let me tell you something. Gold, as scarce as that is, you can find a bunch of gold. You know what I'm saying? A jewel, you can find multiple jewels. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy to find it, but can we all agree that more than one piece of gold exists? More than one piece of jewel exists? More than one ruby exists? More than one woman exists? More than one job exists? More than one person that's capable of being your friend exists? Oh, you see, these things are not as scarce as you may think. But this is the mindset of a person that have an abundance mindset. I know the only thing that is scarce is none other than the Most High himself. Because he said he is one. And when I found that out, I was like, hold on. Why am I tripping for losing family members or friends or a job or a girl? The only thing I should be scared of losing is the Most High. That is the secret. That's the only person I'm afraid to lose. And when I understood that, I automatically had a greater sense of self-worth. I didn't put up with no trash. I didn't put up with no bullshit ever again. You heard what she just said? She literally called me master. I can't make this up. She literally called me master. And I'm not saying this to gloat. No. What I'm saying is that if you don't have a woman that will respect you, she is not your woman. AKA Jada. And that's why Jada was able to dog out Will Smith in front of the whole world. Dog Will Smith out in front of the whole world. And Will Smith, and this is this is so key. Money doesn't make you high value. Will Smith has the money, but he clearly does not have a sense of self-worth. And as a result, he's willing to put up with the most egregious conditions for his wife to publicly admit that she wanted Tupac, for his wife to publicly admit that she slept with her son's best friend. I mean, she just publicly aired out all this dirt for the whole world to see. And this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Listen to me, my people. Men, do not put up with this. Women, the same thing applies for you, right? I know I'm speaking mostly to the men, but women, you need to have some level of self-worth. Don't open up your legs to just any Dick, Tom, and Harry that comes your way. Have some self-worth. Believe me, if they go because you don't want to give up the goods, there's going to be another man. There's going to be another man. A man that's willing to actually wait till marriage. Abundance mindset. There you go. Don't be such a simp. Don't be such a simple-minded individual that anybody could just deceive you. The Bible refers to those women as silly women laden with sins. I can't make this stuff up. You do your own research. You do your own research. But you guys, listen. Men and women. If you want to not be a simp, if you don't want to be taken advantage of, if you want to stop being so naive, so dumb, understand first and foremost that the only thing that's scarce in this life is none other than the Most High himself, the Most High Yah, God, right? That's the only person that's scarce. He's the only person that you should be afraid to lose. Anybody else, if they treat you like trash, and I'm not talking about people that just hurt your feelings because they're telling you the truth. I'm talking about legitimately treat you like trash. And you'll know because you'll feel it in your gut. You'll feel it. They'll say something and it's like a backhand comment and something will be like, ooh, why do I feel this? Because you know damn well, whatever terminology you want to use, the energy, the vibe, the spirit, right? They're all synonymous. You will feel it deep down inside that, this person just crossed me. And you will have that opportunity. That's the opportunity. You're going to have to make a choice. Are you going to finally stand up for yourself and have an abundance mindset and be like, you know what? I'm not going to put up with all this nonsense. Or are you going to have a scarcity mindset and just be a simp? Be Will Smith. Go ahead. Hey, there's a bunch of Will Smiths walking around. It's unfortunate, but hey, it's just the truth. I hope this message helped somebody today. I really hope it does. I hope somebody's able to actually grasp what I'm telling you. Because when I learned this, it literally changed my life. Please, men and women, but especially the men, real men, not males, real men, do not be a simp. Do not have a scarcity mindset. Have an abundance mindset. Anyway, this was BlueFalcon. I'm over and out. Jesus is king, y'all.
Game to win. Game hard.